So today, what I'm going to go over is a really big question. And if you answer this question honestly, like really honestly, like be completely honest with yourself, and only you are going to know this answer. If you answer this question I'm about to ask you honestly, you will know for certain whether or not you're going to hit your goal. Okay, this is a very, very big question. And this question is this. If there were secret cameras following you around for the last 2 weeks. If you were being filmed for the last 2 weeks and you didn't know about it, I'm telling you right now. And then this weekend, we're going to do a big movie premiere of what those last 2 weeks looked like. If I watch that video, if you watch that video, and if strangers watch this secret footage of you from the past 2 weeks, how serious would they think that you are about your goal? How serious would you think you are about your goal? If you watch that secret footage from 2 weeks, you didn't know you're being filmed. Everything that happened over the past 2 weeks, every second that you wasted, every minute that you were unproductive or should have been doing something else. Maybe we were scrolling, maybe we were watching TV, maybe we were procrastinating, maybe we were vegging out. Like how serious would you say you were if you watched you back? Would you be proud? Would you be embarrassed? Would you be like, definitely room for improvement? Would you say, I was really good during the day, but when things got hard or I got really, really busy, then I wasn't committed? Where would you land? Where would you land on that scale? And I would ask you, do you have your hero moments? You guys know what I'm talking about when I say hero moments? Think of like all the movies out there. Like start with Rocky, right? We've all seen Rocky before. You know that montage when he's training and he's running and he's shadow boxing and he runs up the stairs to the his theme song? You guys know what I'm talking about? How many of those moments did you have over the past 2 weeks if we secretly filmed it and watched it? How many hero moments did you have? How many moments could we put into a hero montage? When you stayed up late to get that workout in, even though you were exhausted, even though somebody told you to skip it, even though every ounce of your being was saying going to go to bed. What about when you were faced with a temptation, with food, with a piece of cake in the break room at work, and you were battling it in your head? I shouldn't. My goals are more important. Oh, but it looks so good, and you finally resisted. And you're so proud of yourself, and that's worth throwing on a big screen. That's something I would pay to watch. How many hero moments have you had in the past 2 weeks? Because the answer should be, I can't even count. The answer should be, I lost track because there are so many. Because, champions are made in the dark. Champions aren't made in front of people. Champions are made when everybody else is sleeping or sitting down. Either you're getting up early when people are still asleep, you're staying up late while people are still asleep, or you're working hard where other people are just sitting around on their butt. That is when champions are made. Doing the thing that is not the easy thing to do in the moment. Because you know your future, you will thank you. Because you know your goals are not going to wait for you. Because you know that tomorrow you will be another day older. And today is the youngest you will ever be again, which is crazy. So, your hero moments, champions. You're trying to be a champion of your health journey, your champion of your weight loss journey, a champion of your life. I mean, don't you want to be the hero of your own story? Of course, right? The superhero of your own story. And so I do this every single day. When I'm faced with a tough decision, when I'm faced with temptation winning, when I'm faced with not following the plan because I don't feel like it anymore or something popped up, when I feel like that, I instantly think that there are cameras on me and my son is going to watch this movie one day. My son is going to watch the highlight reel. So I better give him something good to watch. I better put on a damn good show. And then I think, would my husband be proud of me today? Because I know that he kicked butt today. I know that he did. Am I keeping up? And future me, who can run laps around current me. Would she be proud of me today? Would she say, good job, you took one step closer. We're getting there. You're stronger. You're faster. You're wiser. You've got more reps in. These are the questions that you need to be asking yourself if you are serious about your health journey long term. And I know these questions seem pretty intense and rather deep, but the thing is, I mean, is there anything more serious than your health? I mean, it's your life. It determines the quality of your life. I mean, I don't want to live to 100 if I can't walk, if I can't jump, if I can't dance, if I can't speak, if I can't lift up my great, 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 great grandkids, right? It's not about quantity of life. It is about life expectancy. It's about life quality. And let me tell you, ladies, it's kind of like having a coach. You don't need one until you need one. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't need a coach every single day when life's going good and you got your motivation and you know you cleared the house of junk food and you're loving your workouts. But when you need a coach, you better hope that you got one in your back pocket or it's all going to crumble. Same thing with your health, right? You may be feeling great now, energy's great, maybe you're not on any medication or much. You know, your doctor says you're in perfect health. Guess what? It can change like that if you are not actively working against that happening. And it's with those hero moments, ladies. I want you to have like every single day, if you had a professional videographer and director following you around every single day when they edit the footage of your day, I want it to be the most inspiring, fun, amazing montage of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would today look like if we took an outline and a highlight reel of what your day looked like today? What would that look like? Would it be fun? Was it a boring day that you made fun? Was it a rough day that you just left in a rough moment and changed your mindset and had a better end to the day? Like, if you're really trying to become the best version of you, you have to be thinking about this stuff because it's not glamorous and every day of a hero is not, you know, slaying dragons. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying is, are you slaying the dragons that do come along? And when you're not slaying dragons, are you still enjoying yourself? Health is literally the rest of your life. And from the outside in, you know, we can only see so much. Only you know, are you actually committed to your goal? Are you actually committed to your goal? Or have you only dipped a toe in? Or are you only committed when it's easy? Only committed when life, you know, aligns with the perfect schedule? Right? Seriously ask yourself that because, you know, the answer is no, you can never be perfect. Of course. Of course, we can never be perfect, but you can be your version of perfect. Like, who says being imperfect isn't perfect? If you're perfectly imperfect, that's perfect. You following me? Or did I give you a brain cramp? The idea here is no matter what you do, if you have done it with the right intentions, the outcome, a lot of the times, is irrelevant. And if you face the outcome, if it was good or bad, with a great attitude, that's perfection to me. Good intentions and good attitude. That is as close to perfect as you will ever get. Is this making sense? The reason you stop a health journey and a weight loss journey is because you have good intentions with a bad attitude. And not because we are just bad attitude people, because it's trained in our DNA and going to the negative and judging and finding the negativity, that is an animalistic side of us that we're really good at. It's an instinct. It's an automatic reaction. So you do need to pay attention and actively fight against that. It's with good intentions. I am trying. I am wanting the best outcome. And I am doing the thing that will give me the best outcome or that's most likely to give me the best outcome. And regardless of the outcome, I'm still enjoying the process. And I'm still proud of myself for taking action because inaction is still an action. Your indecision says more than making the wrong decision. Make sense? Your inability or your cowardliness, let's call it, for not making a decision tells me all I need to know about if you were to make a decision anyway. I would rather you guys make bad decisions along this journey than no decisions at all. How can you ever trust yourself if you don't back yourself? You have to back yourself in every decision you make, whether you know it's the right one or the wrong one, whether it's the easy one or the hard one. It doesn't matter. You make a decision, you follow through, you deal with the consequences, you learn, and you have a positive attitude. It is not what you do along this journey that will determine if you're actually successful. It is how you respond to the times you do things wrong that determines if you will be successful. When you slip up, when you fall off, when you negative self-talk, when you forget why you started it in the first place, when you want to say screw it and go back into old habits, old comfy habits. Old habits die hard, right? Yeah. Especially if you're around people who aren't on the same journey as you or changing as quickly. That's a whole other story. So I really want you guys, anytime you're in a tough situation, what really helps me is pretending that I'm being filmed and being like, cool, I can make this into a hero's montage right now. At the end of the day, I can lay my head on my pillow and feel so cool and feel so accomplished because if you ladies were to watch me back, you'd be proud of me. You'd be inspired by me. I can't slip up. I've got too many people counting on me. You've got too many people counting on you to waste a single second. And making a bad decision is not wasting anything, by the way. It's wasting energy harping on it. Learn, make another decision. Learn, make another decision. There's no life sentences, only life lessons. And if we just chilled out and looked at the whole journey as light, this is a light thing. Like, breathe, take the pressure off, stop judging yourself, enjoy. It becomes a lot easier to stay positive. And then we want to keep acting. And then we trust ourselves to make the next right decision. I speak with hundreds of women every single month, hundreds of new women interested in joining this program. And I can tell how they talk. I can tell that they've been beaten down and they've been struggling and they've tried everything out there and they don't trust that I can help them because they've been lied to and cheated to and beaten down so many times with the diet culture and the diet industry. So I don't blame them. I don't get mad. But what's really sad is they're not saying they don't really believe me anymore. That's not what they're really saying, right? What they're saying is they don't believe themselves anymore. They don't believe that it's actually possible, that it will actually happen. I'd be happy with 10 pounds when really you got 60 to lose. We just start like wasting away and shrinking ourselves down and thinking we deserve less or we're capable of less. And that's just not true. Be the hero. Make up your montages all day long. Have fun with it. Like, play them in your head. I honestly, when I'm really struggling with making a decision and like, I know I should do this, but I don't want to, and I want to do this instead. When I'm in the heat of the moment, I've trained myself now to instantly think that I'm going to have to watch this clip back. And then I start editing the clip in my head and I put a soundtrack to it and I start doing all the cuts of how cool it would look. And if somebody would watch it back, would they be inspired? And I just have fun with it, ladies. Have fun with your journey. Like, isn't that easy to do? Like, if you made the hard moments and made them fun somehow, we gamified them, don't you think it'd be a hell of a lot easier to get through them? And don't you think you just feel way more light, and there'd be like this weight off your shoulders? Because there's nothing you need to fear. You don't need to be afraid of failure because I guarantee you will fail. Oh, so what are we afraid of if we know what's going to happen? Like, legitimately, what are you afraid of if I can guarantee you're going to fail at something this week? What are you afraid of? Everybody's going to fail at multiple things this week. Just literally dust yourself off, play the montage, pick your soundtrack in your head, keep going. There's no need to be afraid of failure or to be afraid of not being perfect this time because you'll never be anyway. It's being perfectly imperfect. And it's just intentions and attitude. That's all it boils down to, right? And there's no such thing as starting over ever because you've never been this woman with this mindset with this amount of experience under your belt before. There's no such thing as starting over. You can't because you never stopped. Just because maybe the scale's not moving, that didn't mean you stopped. That just means you were learning and growing in other areas. The universe had something else to teach you, right? It's a journey, not the destination. And I'll say that till I'm blue in the face because it's super cheesy. But if you guys never wanted to stop, like you thoroughly enjoyed every single day of how making healthy decisions made you feel and changed your life, changed your family, changed your career. If you truly enjoyed it and really paid attention to how much it can change things, you'll never want to stop because when you don't want to stop, you don't stop. You've wanted to stop in the past because your old life is calling you because we fantasized what a cheap meal would taste like. We fantasized what sitting on the couch with our husband eating a bowl of popcorn is like. We fantasize our old life, but the old life gave you your old body and it needs to die. And that's not scary and that's not extreme. There is a new life that you are currently cultivating that is better, more exciting, more pleasurable than you could have ever fantasized about. We have to stop like hypersexualizing this old life or this old type of eating, right? Like, oh God, I can't wait to eat a cookie. Oh God, I can't wait for this to be over to have a cheat meal. Why don't you talk about, oh God, I can't wait to get home and hug my husband. Oh God, I can't wait to get home and do 10 squats. Why don't we take the same energy into being healthy? I think after a while it'll be a lot easier to make the healthy decisions because that's how you'll begin to start to actually feel. And it's just all about intentions and attitude, my beautiful ladies. Intention and attitude. And be the hero and think you're always being filmed. If I looked at your last 2 weeks, what would I say? Would I say that's a woman who's serious? Even if you saw weight loss results or not. Even if you saw no weight loss results, would I still look and say, but she was committed and she tried? Or do you have some work to do? So I would love to see what you think, ladies. Like, rate your week. What would you say? Last 2 weeks, if you watched it, if I watched it, if strangers watched it, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being there's no way this woman is not going to reach her goal. Where would you be? What would a stranger assess the last 2 weeks as in terms of your dedication when it got difficult or busy? What do you think? Put it in the comments. Jody says, not committed. Appreciate the honesty. 8.5, 5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Be honest with yourself. 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Awesome job, ladies. And you can ask yourself this every weekend before you do your Trim Triumph post. You can even write it in your Trim Triumph post, right? Like, if somebody watched back, they played back the tapes, they pressed rewind on my week. Did I do the hard stuff? Did I follow through on what I said I was going to do? Did I set my schedule for the week and check off everything I needed to? Or did I let my emotions, being tired, emergencies, did I let things actually, slow me down, throw me off? Tanya says, I'm perfectly imperfect, but trying very hard every day. That's all that it is. Just try, right? Yoda says, try. No, do or do not. There is no try. But you can try. Trying is doing, right? Maybe we change our words from I'm trying to I'm doing. I am doing. Trying is doing. But I think by saying trying, I think it diminishes our effort. I think if we say trying, I think subconsciously you're insinuating to yourself that it's not working as good as you'd like. I'm trying. No, you're doing. You're doing. Period. Amazing. You can do a little bit more, do a little bit less, but you're doing. That's what matters. There's no trying. Trying is doing and you're doing. Trying means, oh, there's more effort left. And if you think there's more effort, then just do more and then you're still doing again. Yeah. You're not really trying, Carla. You're already doing. Trying is, again, trying gives us that subconscious deficit of I'm trying, but I should be here. I'm trying, but I wish I was here. You're doing, and you're gonna get here. Not I hope, not we'll see, not I'd like. Speak in definites. What are you afraid of? Sounding cocky? Who cares? Who's judging? People who are judging are the ones that are too afraid to be confident because they're afraid of saying something, it not happening, and then looking like dummies. Have so much confidence, you know that what you say will come true. It's not if, it's when. And you can wait and you'll figure it out. But who cares if someone's judging you and calls you overly confident? That's how I'd like to live my life, being overly confident. I don't care if people call me cocky. In fact, I get a lot of family members calling me cocky. But that's just because I know what I'm worth. I know the path that I am on, and I know that it will happen for me. Why on earth? Why on earth would I dim my light to make somebody else feel comfortable? To make somebody else feel comfortable because they're so uncomfortable in their own skin. They're so unsure of their own word that they can't declare or put things into the universe. Ugh. Like, get that energy away from me. Gross. Right? So go be cocky heroes. Cool? Awesome.